Welcome back to Smart Okosin TV show. The thing that is going on in the country, it has shown that Nigerian unity cannot be. The unity of this country cannot be. Everybody is fighting how they will be on their own by all means. According to the headline reaching to us title, Trump changing the power of UN, EU and ICC for the easy division of Nigeria and for the Biafra freedom. So as it is, the UN, I know that some people, they have been hearing how Trump is trying to change the power of UN and they're trying to make sure that they have another body that can be easy to be assessing any country that is having issue like Nigeria. So in this video, our brother is going to explain a lot of things concerning the issue concerning Nigeria, how the Trump, US government, Donald Trump, how he's changing the power of UN and then the power of EU, trying to make sure that there will be an easy way to resolve conflicts, to make sure that there is peace in everywhere, and to make sure that everybody have their own freedom. Because what is going on in Nigeria, it is affecting the world. It is affecting the world. But if you come into the political leaders, they will tell you that Nigeria is in peace, or which they know that there is nothing like peace. But this time around, Donald Trump have come for him to end all these things that is happening. That is why he starts from the issue of terrorists, and starting from there, it goes down to the genocide, and then from there will come down to the main place where he is going. So don't skip any part of the video. Try to watch it to the end for you to understand everything that is happening and how Trump is trying to change everything to make sure that Biafra have their own freedom, and every zone who wants to be free have their own freedom also. So as it is, as you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and share the video to go and let others see what is going on in Nigeria.
There is something that is currently going on in the world. I think people should be carried along because a lot of people don't know what is going on. Now, Trump is changing the world order, and that is going to change everything you know about this world. It is going to change absolutely everything you know about this world. Now, I'm going to explain to you what this, what order I'm talking about is. About 2 weeks ago, Trump announced that he's withdrawing from UN body, some international organizations, and as he was saying it, he was doing it. So, when he started doing that, I was skeptical, like, what is the next move of Trump? Now, he announced that he is going to set up a peace board. Listen, Trump has launched a peace board today. If you want to be a permanent member of this peace board, like your country to be a permanent member, like you have permanent member of security councils in the UN, stay with me, you are going to pay 1 billion naira. That is the condition. Now, this peace board, what is their aim? Their aim is to resolve international conflicts. Stay with me. You see, next generation will know nothing about the United Nations. United Nations is gone. United Nations is totally gone. United Nations will be replaced by the peace board Trump is launching today. He has launched it. Now, Russia will be part of the peace board. America will be part of the peace board. Other their, NATO allies will be part of the peace board. If they meet, the $1 billion fund, if they can remain the permanent member, they will pay the money. But that is not where I am going. Now, as Trump was launching peace board today, he made a statement. Take a listen.
And in Nigeria, we're annihilating terrorists who are killing Christians. We've hit them very hard. They've killed thousands and thousands of Christians. What's that all about?
Yes, Trump standing in front of the world after setting up what is going to change this world entirely. He made a statement that the terrorists, the Islamic terrorists, are killing Christians in Nigeria, and they struck them so hard. But what he fails to tell people is that what is the purpose of these terrorists? what caused these terrorists. Like, why are they fighting? What are they fighting for? This is an agenda that these people are discussing behind the camera. Don't be fooled about what is about to happen. The world is going to shift. The world is going to shift totally. Trump is delaying the strike in Iran that he's supposed to have carried out because of this particular date. Trump avoided what is going on in Iran not because he don't want to do anything there, because of this particular peace board he have constituted today. Now, the issue of Nigeria, as I said before, is in the global bodies table. It is in the table of these global powers. They are making decisions behind the camera about Nigeria. Now, what is my interest? Like, if you wake me up and ask me, Okocha, what is your interest about Nigeria? My interest about Nigeria is that Nigerians are dying more than fowls, more than chicken, more than cows, more than goats. Nigerians are being kidnapped more than how you can even catch fowls and do all those things. I want it to stop. And for it to stop, what happened to India and Pakistan must happen to Nigeria. Hello. When Britain was leaving, in fact, Britain brought India and Pakistan together. But when Britain left, they understand that the Hindu majority Indian and Muslim majority Pakistan cannot cohabit. It is a crime against God. It is a crime against natural justice and equity for Hindus and Muslims to live together, especially when Pakistan believes in Sharia, that once you are not my type, once you are not in my religion according to Sharia law, God has given me a mandate to kill you. So last year you saw that Pakistan they struck India, and India retaliated. They are still throwing bombs after they have separated. Imagine these two people are in one country. What you are seeing in Gaza and Israel will be a child's play. It will be a child's play that there will be full-blown war in those areas. But separation brought peace to them. Yugoslavia, you saw what happened there. So I understand the game that is actually playing behind the world powers. I have been telling people that if Nigeria wants to disintegrate, it is not going to be done by people in Nigeria. It is not going to be done by Nigerians. Because when Britain was bringing Nigeria together, it was not the power of Nigerians to resist what Britain wanted then. So history is about to repeat itself. It may carry. It may do what? Tarry. And what Trump is trying to do is that after his tenure, his influence will also remain. After his tenure, his influence is still going to remain. As a chairman of this peace board, someone who constitutes this peace board, he might not be president again, but that influence will remain. Now, Trump is so much interested in Nigeria. Trump knows, America knows, that throwing bomb alone will not stop the terrorists in Nigeria. No, never. The question here is this. Why is it that 4.2 million people in IDP camp, Nigeria government refused that these people are not going to come back? Why did I say that Nigeria refused? Nigeria have the capacity to bring these people in IDP camp back in one day. If they mean it, they are going to do it. But there is an agenda that made people to be in IDP camp. There is a problem there why these people cannot go back. Look at what happened in Taraba now. People who are going back, who told ISIS that they are going back to their ancestral homes. ISIS intercepted them and killed them for attempting to leave IDP camp to your homes. I want people to think. People cannot be in IDP camp. You think that Tinubu is doing anything. You think that your celebrities are doing anything. Everybody, we are all guilty. People are sleeping in IDP camp, no medicine, nothing. Are they going to live there forever? No. Are they going to live in IDP camp forever? We want a nation where people will not come out and say, you don't belong to my religion, you deserve to be killed. Where a terrorist will kidnap you and force you to recite Quran. We don't need such country. We need a new place. If possible, let Nigeria be scattered. Let it be disintegrated into 7 countries, 6 countries. I don't care. I care about human lives. I care about peace of the people. And this is the situation at hand.
Some terrorists are occupying part of Nigeria in Sokoto and Plateau State. As I talk to you now, 2 of us. Did Nnamdi Kanu take away any part of Nigeria and say this is Biafra land when he was agitating? Tell me. Some people are occupying Nigerian territory, Nigerian land as I talk to you today. Who are those people? Didn't Nnamdi Kanu go that far?
But Riley Moore, you know, U.S. House member, was in Nigeria on a fact-finding mission, and he visited Benue and Plateau.
Yes.
And when he went back, he said he saw over 600.
Exactly.
You know, internally displaced people.
Exactly.
Now, since he went back to the United States, do you think that it's also on the table that American government might say, look, Nigerian government, if you want to show sincerity, if you want to show intentionality in fighting this problem, these people must go back to their home.
Exactly.
No, I'm asking, do you think that
it must? No, it's not a question of do you think, it must. It must for Nigeria to get back on its tracks. Because you cannot have your citizens living in IDP camp and then you go to bed every night and sleep and wake up. And you swore to protect them. You don't even need US to tell you this. You don't need US. So are they going to live in IDP camp forever? No, tell me, the people of Benue and Plateau, are they going to live in IDP camp forever?
Barrister, you seem to be missing my point.
What is the point?
My point is, at this moment, those people are still in IDP camp. My direct question is, do you think that at some point it will be on the table between discussion between Nigerian government and US government?
I don't told you that, yes, it must. Do you need somebody to tell you that? As a government, do you need someone to even tell you that? Let's be sincere here. These are your Nigerian citizens. And I ask you again, are they going to live in IDP camp forever? Would they go back to their home? Do you need anybody to tell you to go and do the needful? More so, when the people occupying their villages and their homes are foreign terrorists. Please, what they did, is this for the good of Nigeria or for the bad of Nigeria? Just tell me. If the idea came from them, the federal government should congratulate them. Because that is the national service they did. What the federal government could not do, IPOB members or Igbos invited Donald Trump to come and do it. So why are they not attacking Donald Trump? If what he came to do here was is not in the interest of Nigeria, why should they not own up? In fact, they should be praising themselves that they have done a national duty for Nigeria. IPOB members, when they accuse you of being responsible for Donald Trump, beat your chest. Beat yourself and say, yes, we thank God we did it. Yes. That is what they refused to do. They now invited somebody who came to do it. And let me tell you, remember they have proscribed IPOB as a terrorist organization. So if actually they were terrorist organization, would Donald Trump have listened to them? All this is a shame on the federal government. A group they should recognize for who they are, what they represent. You are not demonizing them, vilifying them. But elsewhere, outside here, they are recognized. So if they accuse you that you are the one that brought Donald Trump, beat your chest and say, yes, we did it. And he came for the good of Nigeria.
Okay. All right.
Nnamdi Kanu was wrongly jailed. Seriously. His rights and everything was flagrantly disobeyed. The man who was so ebullient, who was so happy to go and kidnap Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, is now facing the same thing that he accused Nnamdi Kanu of. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine poetic irony in life? You can see. Whatever you sow, you reap. If somebody had told Malami that you go through this thing one day, he wouldn't have believed it. The very man who orchestrated Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap and all that, even when the court said he should go, that Nnamdi Kanu should, Malami insisted that Nnamdi Kanu must be brought back and face some spurious charges. The same thing EFCC did to them. When he left the court, they arrested him on the court immediately and took him back to prison. So that is how life is. So with all this development, the whole world can now see that Nnamdi Kanu was wrongly jailed. All the things he was saying, nobody said that it is wrong or no, it's not true, it's not happening, no. Is it not the same thing that you are witnessing today? Imagine if the federal government had called these people, like they have been dialoguing with Toju Bello and other terrorists. If they had called IPOB, okay, come, my people, come, what is wrong? What are you people talking about? What happened? For a dialogue. Maybe this thing would have died down. They will not give them the assurances and all that. And maybe they will step like they did this protest yesterday. Did anybody die? Did they kill anybody? Were they carrying gun? That was exactly what they were doing. Before the federal government under Buhari started using gun. to kill all of them.
Talking about the release of Nnamdi, recently, there's been this engagement, this collaboration between the U.S. government and Nigerian government security agencies. And before then, U.S. said before we backpedal, on our threat of having to take out these people, there are certain things that we need you to do. Exactly. And we understand that one of them was the release of Sunday Jackson, the farmer that was jailed by the Supreme Court in Adamawa. Is it Adamawa in Taraba, somewhere in the northeast? Yeah. And we saw him released. He was granted pardon and clemency. Do you think that release of Nnamdi Kanu might at some point come in the table?
It's already on the table.
Between the U.S. government and Nigerian authorities.
Okoro is already on the table.
How so?
Whether the U.S. will put the amount of federal, it's already on the table. Nnamdi Kanu must be released. No. Because it is obvious that man was wrongly jailed. From these terrorists that are walking all over the place.
I want us to be factual.
The factual is that it's on the table already. Okay, at a point, it will come up.
But for now, it hasn't come up.
It's already, discussions are going on.
Let's be very clear.
The government
at the point it will come up, or is already on the table.
Hold on, I told you now that discussion is going on behind closed doors. Okay. It's not something that we just wake up
between the U.S. government and Nigerian.
No. Nigerian government and some Igbo leaders.
Okay. Yes. My direct question is: do you think that at some point, it might be on the table? U.S. will say, "Look, if you do this, we need you to do this."
I said it's already on the table. It's just that
table now.
Both Nigerian government and the U.S. government table is there. It's part of it because the Igbo leaders of thought and some other concerns are already talking about it, but it's behind closed doors. Until that discussion is concluded, we are still talking about it. We are still raising that issue because we are now seeing that yes, from all indication, this man was wrongly jailed. The IPOB members, what they have been talking about, have now come to realization. Most Nigerians did not understand what these guys were up to before. All the things they said about Nigeria is what we are seeing today. The thing is that you cannot live in denial for too long. With this peaceful rally and all that, Donald Trump should be made aware of all these things. They should articulate all these things and then make sure that he gets the attention of Donald Trump, because in his first coming, as a U.S. president, that was when this thing happened. Okay. And now he has come back, and the issues are still there, and these guys are being persecuted. So Donald Trump should be made aware, and the Nigerian states. In fact, I should say that it is a shame on them, because what these guys stood for, what they have been talking about, is what the same Donald Trump have come to address in Nigeria. You can imagine. Is it not irony that the same man they were commemorating his inauguration and all that is the person that have come to save Nigeria? So on that score, the Nigerian state should carry the shame and recognize these guys for what they were talking about. Okay. If they had listened to them, maybe Donald Trump would have come.
Okay, now.
The earlier APC government take away political sentiment out of this matter, the better. Because even if APC leaves office tomorrow, the next government will inherit this problem. So the earlier they release Nnamdi Kanu, the better.
No be small thing. This is our political analyst, Barrister Darlington. He used to say the truth, and he used to hit the hammer on the nail. Everything he has been saying here, it is the way it is. It is a very big shame to the country. It's a very big shame. Sometimes they will still have the mind, they will still have the power to come out to be claiming that IPOB is a terrorist. It's a big shame to them. For the whole thing that Nigeria is passing through, the country is passing through, it is the influence of IPOB that brought Donald Trump eyes into Nigeria. It's the influence of IPOB. The same group you accuse of terrorizing Nigeria, the same group you accuse of killing their citizens, and the same group you accuse of doing so many things against you and against your government. It is the same group that Donald Trump believe on, and through those group that Donald Trump finally come to Nigeria to rescue the Christians and to rescue the Nigerians that those terrorists is killing. So it is a very big shame to them. And they still yet, they will keep claiming that they are sovereign nation. They have power. And you jail Mazam kind of thinking that jailing him is where the whole thing lies on. And Malami, he will die in shape. And Malami, the evil hand he pointed to the Igbos. He has now pointing those evil hand at himself, because somebody that point once at you, the other 4 is going to him. That is what is there. And the Nigerian government, in fact, they need to put their face on, in fact, turn their face on ground whenever they are talking about IPOB or whenever they are talking about the Igbos, because this issue of division of Nigeria, it is what all of them is afraid of. But at the end, we'll finally see the end of it, because a country where you're being tied with rope and other things, nobody is shaking, nobody is talking. The few people who try to speak out, then you tag them as a terrorist, while the main terrorist is there, buying people, destroying villages, ransacking villages and towns, taking over lands and properties of people, burning down everywhere, and you are not doing anything. But those who have some power to speak out to the foreign country to come for help, then you now be seeing them as a terrorist. Well, I would like to comment down below, like, subscribe, and make sure you share the video, go around. What do you think about the whole thing that is going on in Nigeria? And thank you for watching.